Well, hey guys, I'm glad you're back to the Anothercoverlover channel. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate it so much. And it's, again, as I always say, it's not about numbers, it's what I like. And I like taking songs that you suggest or things that I think of and finding the original and doing the cover. Sometimes I'll do a cover versus a cover just to see, how they do against each other. I do want to say that that it's not really a competition. It can be, right? I will say, versus whatever. I'm going to start taking that out unless it's really a competition. I've had some people kind of get a little feelings hurt in the comments with other people, and that's not what I want to do on this channel at all. So bear that in mind. I'm welcome for all comments, and I'll talk about that at the end. I'll go over this at the end too. What am I doing today? Well, this is a cover that my brother-in-law will especially like. He's about my age, a little older. We have a similar taste. And this is Neil Young from 1974. I was 12. John was probably 15, 16, my brother-in-law. And I think he likes Neil. But then I'm going to do the cover of the same song by Linda Ronstadt. And Linda Ronstadt in the 70s and 80s was gorgeous. Now, her music in the 70s was, I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't country, but it was country rock, right? It was really what it was. Then she got in the 80s and 90s, she got real poppy, and I just quit listening to her. But in the 70s, she's gorgeous. She got me through some really rough, puberty and stuff. I've got to tease it, guys. I don't even know why I said that. So John Latz, brother, this is for you, and I hope you like it. I know you're busy, but if you can just comment and say thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Your bride may like it as well, but I know that you'll like the Linda Ronstadt. So here we go. This is Neil Young, who wrote the song, and I think Linda probably made it famous. So I discovered Neil early. I was probably 16 when I started listening to Neil Young, and for some reason, that type of music and his voice spoke to me at that point, and I liked it. I thought it was great. And I bought a bunch of his albums, and I still have them in album form. And this is one of the songs on the album, one of the albums or two of the albums I have. So here we go. Neil Young, Love is a Rose.
Love is a rose, but you better not pick it. It only grows when it's on the vine. A handful of thorns and you'll know you've missed it. You lose your love when you say the word mine. I wanna see what's never been seen. I wanna live that age-old dream. Come on, lass, we can go together. Let's take the best right now. Take the best right now.
Yes.
I wanna go to an old hoedown long ago in a western town. Pick me up if my feet are dragging. Give me a lift and I'll hay your wagon.
Yeah.
Love is a rose, but you better not pick it. It only grows when it's on the vine. Handful of thorns and you'll know you've missed it. You lose your love when you say the word mine. Mine, mine. Love is a rose.
What a great song.
Love is a rose. Love is a rose. Love is a rose.
Wow. Okay, so that brings back a lot of memories. He's got a little bit left, but he's horsing around. We'll see if it stops on its own, and if it does, we're golden. It did. Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit before I go into the cover. So Neil Young was singer-songwriter. You either liked his voice or hated it. It's kind of like Willie Nelson in a way. But he's really a contemporary of Willie. And Bob Dylan, who had a terrible voice in my opinion, but I loved it. I like those guys who couldn't really sing. The guys who could sing well, because I can't sing, just kind of put me off a little bit. But Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, Gordon Lightfoot, the list goes on and on, were at that time, and they were singer-songwriters, and they were amazing. And I've done some Gordon Lightfoot on here, I think, and the others, but definitely Neil. I think it's the first Neil I've done, maybe. Anyway, regardless of that, I hope that well, let's get the other one up. I'm sorry, guys. What I started the whole show with. Linda Ronstadt, Love is a Rose. And you really are going to like that. I hope you like this. This is, he wrote that in 74. I think this was in 78. He wrote it in 72, so I'm sorry, 74, 72. And put it on one of his albums, and then he had later cuts of it. She did it in 77, so it wasn't that far off. And I've heard her version. It was on the radio forever. And it's not all that different, but last night when I was trying to sleep, I left my Spotify on, and this song came on by her, and I was like, okay, I'm doing that. So that's why you had this one today. Here you go. Sorry. All right. Sing it. Different gear.
Love is a rose, but you better not pick it. Only grows
How pretty she
when
is.
it's on the vine. Handful of thorns, and you know you've missed it. Lose your love when you say the word mine. I wanna see what's never been seen. I wanna live that age-old dream. Come on, boy, let's go together. Let's take the best right now. Take the best right now.
Okay, I'm going to pause it. This is probably the only time I'm going to pause it, but because of the era, listen for the different musical instruments in there. I can hear a banjo for sure, and maybe a mandolin, and a harmonica for sure. And but her voice is amazing, and she's beautiful, like my wife. I always thought my wife looked like Linda Ronstadt a little bit, but my wife is prettier than her, but she's beautiful.
Love is a rose, but you better not pick it. Only grows when it's on the vine. Handful of thorns, and you know you've missed it. Lose your love when you say the word mine.
Yes.
I wanna go to an old hotel, long ago in a western town. Pick me up 'cause my feet are dragging. Give me a lift and I'll hail your wagon. Love is a rose, but you better not pick it. Only grows when it's on the vine. Handful of thorns, and you know you missed it. Lose your love when you say the word mine. Love is a rose, but you better not take it.
Hear that?
Only grows when it's on the vine. Handful of thorns, and you know you've missed it. Lose your love when you say the word mine. Mine. Love is a rose. Love is a rose. Love is a rose. Love is a rose.
Yes. Listen to that.
Love is a rose. Love is a rose. Love is a rose.
Love is a rose. Love is a rose.
Love is a rose. Love is a rose.
All right. Well, okay. So I just did a video for that I've had a request for. These requests are going back 6 months. So if you've got a request that you put in, before, like 3 months ago, they're coming. 2 days ago, a week ago, they are absolutely coming, but it's going to take some time because I got to go back. My brain exploded, so I went back to the comments and I was like, because I've been asking you guys to send me some, and Marina sent some, and some other people have sent some. Marina, yours is coming, but it's going to be in the back of the line for a little bit. And then I found all these, and so you were still sending them, but not as much. And I was thinking, why am I not getting anything to watch? And Susan said, you've got a lot to watch. You need to go back to your comments. And so I did yesterday, and they're stacked up, or the day before, and I took a picture. So I've been coming to them. All right. I love that, by the way. Let me say a little bit about that. Well, first of all, let me go back to Neil Young. Neil Young was a singer-songwriter. He had bands. Sometimes he did solo stuff, which was great, that I liked. Some of his lyrics are a little out there. If you know who Bob Dylan is, kind of like Bob. Like on that song, the chorus is about love, but when he goes into the verses, it's a little bit different. It's about old Western towns and stuff like that on one part of it. But the idea is that love is a rose, right? It's beautiful, but leave it. I mean, you can watch it, you can look at it, you can be a part of it. It can grow in your garden, but as soon as you pick it and say it's mine, it's going to sting your hand and die. And I love that image. I think that's amazing. It's amazing songwriting, and the fact that she covered that so well and added so much to it. Now, I did it, like I said, I did a video for Amy Goodson that's releasing today, probably ahead of this, and this will come, and they'll probably both get blocked, so who knows. But the one I did for Amy Goodson speaks to me in a way you can't understand it. It's Wilson Pickett, it's the plimsolls, it's horns and all that. This speaks to me in another way, right? So that speaks to me on the one Jeff. This speaks to me on the other Jeff. And there's some that speak to me on the backside Jeff. So anyway, I love you guys. This is fun. This is so much fun for me, right? I want to add one thing. I want to chide you a little bit, and not much, but my friend Hudson, on his channel, I was really talking about my channel, and Susan and I also talked about it on our channel. And I told him, I said, I'm going to get you some subscribers because I'm going to have people go see your channel. Well, he went from 66 to 77 in like 2 weeks, a week. So if you just go look at it, and even if you are not going to, you'll watch it because the video quality is going to get better. His voice is amazing. But even if you don't watch it, would you please subscribe for me? And then we'll say the same on the Susan and the Wolfman. All right, so I'm done. If you like this video, which it's great. John, this is out to you. If you like it, hit like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because it's coming up. It's not about numbers, but it is about fun and drawing people in, and I'm starting to do that. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, wherever you are in the world. Share with your friends because if you like it, they probably will, and then they get exposed to Western music, and we, Susan and I, get exposed to European and Eastern European and Sweden, Norway, and all those places. So it's a great exchange. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. And comment down, hit the notification bell because you'll see that there's a little bell in the corner. You'll see when I do videos, and they'll pop up. And I'm going to, like I said, going to release at least 3 today. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. On your comments, be nice to each other. That's the only thing I'd say. Because first of all, I'm a big boy, and secondly, I know what I'm doing. And some people have gotten a little bit offended when they read the comments. And so let me say that this can be a competition. It can be. And I will say, do you like this or that? When it comes to comparing people who are similar, be careful what you say. That's all I'm going to say. Listen, I love you, and please come back, man. We're having so much fun here. Bye.